So we can get started. Going to be a few people talking. This is one of the cool times where Goodwill and the DOC get together, which they do a lot and do a lot of good. But Earl Miller, who works with the DOC and really helped organize all this, is going to speak for a couple minutes. Andrew Freeberg, who is a director or something of family and reentry and Father's Project and stuff at Goodwill. It's not unusual for the DOC and Goodwill to be together and work together. It's a great thing. But these guys aren't here because of that. They're here because of you guys and what they've heard about how great you all have done. So I want to give them a few minutes each to kind of honor you guys, and then we will continue. And thank you all for working with us and kind of being open and talking and helping us figure out what to do with the recording too, so that everybody feels comfortable to be them, and this is your class, your group, so thank you all. And now, Mr. Earl Miller.
Sure. All right, gentlemen. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for that. Thank you for that introduction here. I don't think I need this right here. Oh, yep, video. Yep, that's right. That's right. Can you hear me testing one? You good? Perfect. All right. A couple of things here I want to say. Once again, thank you for the introduction. And once again, it is just an honor to be in this celebratory moment with every last one of you. Why don't we just take a moment to give yourself a hand applause, because you guys are the ones. Yeah. You guys are the ones who put in the work. And before I get started, I am an individual who believes in doing all things in decency and in order, and giving honor to whom honor is due. The first thing I want to do is give honor to the warden of this facility here, Lisa Stintseth, who approved this parenting cohort to launch when it did. And so we are extremely encouraged about these new beginnings, and we are excited about what the future holds. The second thing I would like to do is thank Joanne Erickson, who myself and many of my colleagues, such as Rachel Osler of the Family Support Unit, has been working very closely with to do a lot of the administrative work. A lot of the times we don't understand the work that goes on behind the scenes, but it's folks like Rachel Osler, it's folks like Joanne Erickson, it is folks like the administrative team, Valerie, who processes paperwork and makes sure that everybody is cleared to come on inside to deliver the content, the Inside Out Dad, which is a national curriculum of those on which you all have received. And so I definitely want to give a shout out to those individuals as well. And of course, I want to give a shout out to our community partners, Goodwill Easter Seals, Minnesota, Andrew, who's going to be coming up speaking, Jake Nowak, and of course, all of the facilitators that are here, they're going to go ahead and acknowledge them one by one. They're going to come on up and share some remarks as well. And I do want you all to know that when you see folks like Goodwill Easter Seals staff, you see the Rachel Oslers, you see the Joanne Ericksons, you see even Dr. Robbie Burnett, who's from the education department. This is your support. You've got support. You guys got some back up in here. There are folks who are advocating for you. There are folks who are trying to push the needle so that resources can continue to go forth, that you can have access to. And so if you guys could take a moment to help us celebrate the support right now, if you could go ahead and do that, that'd be great. And I see our CPD that's going to be making his way on in as well. And I want to leave you all with a word of encouragement before I ask Rachel Osler, who is the Rush City's facility navigator. She doesn't know this. She's going to be upset, but I do want her to reiterate how you all can contact her if you are seeking parental services. So why don't you come alongside of me at this time so that you can reiterate how these gentlemen can communicate with you if they have any type of parental questions. But before I turn it on over to you, I want to give you a word of encouragement. You men have set a goal. You men have set a goal. And I want you to know that we see you beyond that OID number. We see you beyond the state blues. We see you all as fathers. And we know that it's not easy to parent from the inside, but I want you to know something. This is all preparation for your elevation. I'm going to say that again. This is preparation so that when you transition from incarceration back into mainstream society and re-engage with your children physically, you will be able to pass all the trials and tribulations that will come your way and not make the same mistakes. We have to appropriate the knowledge and the information that we have learned throughout these 12 weeks while we are incarcerated physically. I believe that every last one of you are already liberated on the inside, and you're waiting for your physical liberation to match your spiritual liberation. But I want you to know something. If you're waiting to get on the outside to have a transformation, you're going to be behind the 8 ball. So I need you men to be transformed in your mind right now so that when you touch down with your children, they can be recipients of the fruit of your labor that you put in while you've been working. I need you to put your hands together. I'm getting excited right about now. Yeah. You men, we are the tree that our children are going to be able to glean fresh fruit from. And the question becomes, what kind of fruit will your children glean from you? What kind of fruit do you want your daughters to receive from you? You know, I practiced with my granddaughter who's 9 years old. I opened up the car door for her so she could get on in the car because I want to model how a man should treat her. You see what I'm saying? I try to set an example how I treat my wife for 17 plus years of marriage so that when my granddaughter can see how I'm treating her grandma, she knows how to be treated and how not to be treated. The question becomes, what kind of man do you want your sons and your daughters and your community to see? I'm not going to prolong this because if this was Sunday morning, I'd take you to church, but I'm not. I want to thank Jeremy. I want to give it up to Jeremy from our communications team, and I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge Assistant Commissioner Kelly Mitchell, who is the Assistant Commissioner of the Community Reentry Division, of which the Family Support Unit sits up underneath. I see our Correctional Program Director, Rashard, here, a good friend of mine, my brother, and without any further ado, I want to turn it over to Rachel Osler so that she can share how you guys can get in contact with her to tap into some more resources. Thank you, Rachel Osler, and congratulations, man. Give it up for yourself one more time.
Thank you, Earl. I'm Rachel Osler. I am the facility navigator. Right now I'm covering all the men's facilities. You can get a hold of me by kite. If you get transferred, you can get a hold of me through your transitions or case manager. I provide resources from everything from how to write a letter to how to conduct a visit to setting up court ordered visits, because I know that's been a struggle over the years of how do you get to see your child on a regular basis? That's my job. My job is to help you do that. I just need you to be dedicated to do that as well. We also assist if there's child protection involved or litigation going on. I'm not a lawyer, but I can give you the right tools to address any court orders that you may receive, if that's through the law library or through a legal resource. We have those at our fingertips. There is a waiting list, so it isn't instantaneous, but you guys will have that information. I try to address any question you have. If that is, anything from, meeting with me to responding to a letter or court orders or anything like that. We're just here to make sure that you can be in your child's life, whether it's your biological child or you're playing the role of a father. That's really important to children. And like Earl said, you guys are a major part of their life. And just because you're here and you're incarcerated doesn't take your rights away of being a father or a parent. And I'm here to help make that path as easy as possible and be in partnership with you guys to be good fathers and to learn how to do those things. So when you get out, like Earl said, you're not behind the 8 ball. You're already got that foundation laid, and it's up to you guys to take it from there. I think that's about it. If anybody has any questions, I'll pass it on to you.
All right, thank you, Rachel, and thank you, Earl, for the words that you've shared. It was a reminder that I never like to follow Earl when I have to address a group. But this morning, I will. And thank you, Earl, for the inspiring words that you shared. I made the drive up this morning from my home in South Minneapolis, and I was, had a quiet moment to reflect, and I was thinking about fatherhood. I was thinking about my journey as a father, proud dad of 2 kids, a 25-year-old daughter and a 23-year-old son. And the parenting journey, as long as my heart is beating and my children's heart is beating, it doesn't end. And it's a unique journey. It's different for each and every one of us, but we matter. And I had a chance to, I think, shake everybody's hand other than Anthony here. You were chatting with somebody else, but this is about all of you. So embrace the uniqueness of your journey and take inspiration from all the folks, as Earl said, that you have in your corner. And this is a big deal. Today is a big deal. What we're doing here today, what you all have achieved, and what you're just beginning is a big deal, because not only do your children need you, but our whole community, our whole society needs you. And know that Minnesota has your back. Minnesota has your back. Minnesota is kind of under attack right now, but Minnesota has leadership that cares, and it starts at all kind of levels. We talked a little bit about politics, Anthony, earlier, but as I was chatting with Gio, not every prison in the world, and I think we talked about Russia and other prisons in the United States, not everybody has this opportunity. So others have come before you and have prioritized this because they know that you all matter, that you all are important and you matter. So many, many people before you, state leaders, legislative leaders, leaders within the prison systems, leaders within the reentry field, leaders within the community, which is Goodwill, have walked this journey with you, whether you know it or not. And we need you now. So today is a big deal, and today is a day to celebrate what you all have accomplished. So I look forward to hearing from all of you as you reflect on this curriculum journey, this cohort journey. And I'm going to keep it brief because that's really what we're here for today. But I would be remiss if I did not express, which is one of the things I do want to leave you with, as gratitude. Keep tapping into gratitude. We talked about vulnerability. We talked about we all have to navigate politics, and we can't always be in touch with ourselves easily. But make some time for that every day, whether it's just for your own self-reflection. Drop that guard, look within, find something to be grateful for, and find a way to express that gratitude. So I want to thank not only leaders that we've already talked about, but I want to thank my Goodwill team. I want to thank Jacob Nowak for the tireless efforts that he has been navigating to help make this possible. I want to thank our facilitators, Phil and Nate, for taking this on and stepping into this space, with professionalism and with compassion and with grace and skill that you did. And I want to thank Danelle for making the trip and being a part of this team. And we had the question come up, are you doing this for the moms? Well, we're at Shakopee. We're building relationships. But it's needed because we need to work together. And I think I just want to end on that question because I got that question and Gio and I were chatting a little bit, but that's an example of stepping outside of oneself and having that compassion for other and recognizing that we need to build those bridges and make those connections. So to my team, thank you all for the efforts and contributions that you have made. And to all of you, again, one more round of applause and congratulations. Thank you.
All right, thank you guys. Did any of our other esteemed guests who I have not yet had a chance to meet want to talk, just say anything? Nope? Okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah. And just real quick, we have Dr.
My name is Dr. Robbie Burnett. I serve as the Director of Post-Secondary Education for the Department of Corrections at the Central Office. And so Earl Miller, my colleague, invited me today because we want to write a vision about how we might collaborate with family support units, specifically around parenting classes, as it relates to what might be your next thing on your journey. And might that be post-secondary education, college, right here in prison. And so I just want to say congratulations again. And also I want to echo what Earl Miller was saying earlier about what do you want your legacy to be? How do you want your children to talk about you? Myself, I am a child of a formerly incarcerated person. And for me, my father's work was around helping prisoners transition into freedom. I never in my life would have thought I would be working in the correction setting. I'm an educator by trade. And so I leave you with this. I am my father's legacy because I keep his name in my mouth. I continue to keep his work alive. And so I ask you, what do you want your legacy to be? How do you want your children to talk about you? And not even just your children, but your families, your community members. So I just leave you with that. And hopefully I will be in front of you again talking about opportunities for you to get into college here at Rush City. Congratulations again.
All right, thank you, everybody. Man, I thought following Andrew was hard. Just want to thank you. I send out an email to all the guys that I work with down south in the Twin Cities every week, and I always just find an inspirational quote to put in it, just to fill space. And when I chose this week's motivational quote, I really thought of this group, and it was a quote by Malcolm X: when the I is switched with we, even illness becomes wellness. I like that. You know, and Andrew and Earl and everybody just spoke about community. And as everybody has mentioned, we're having struggles with community down south right now and really all over the country. But the thing is that I've seen over the past 12 classes, well, I only made 10, but is you guys coming together as a we. I can be an okay dad by myself. We as a community can all be great dads, okay? The coolest thing, I've been doing this in this field, not necessarily the reentry field, but the helping people field for like 20-some years. The coolest thing I've seen in those years happened right in this room is when you were talking about how you can't just walk out of your cell and be sad and be tearful because a relationship ended or something bad happened. That's just not what we can do in this facility. And I'm pretty sure it was you, Sarah Leaf, right? Who said, I think you'd be surprised. You know? And not only that, but then everybody else in the room 100% agreed. That's cool shit. You know, that's what this is all about. That's what community is. Community is not everybody agreeing on every single thing, but it's a community about, hey, one person needs help, one person is feeling down, let's all get together. And that's a credit to this room of men who gave each of you permission to be yourselves for 2 hours a day. That moment has stuck with me for the past, I think I was about 12 weeks ago or so, 13 weeks ago with breaks. That moment stuck with me, and that moment in time will stick with me for the rest of the time. So we came up here to run a class and to help some guys hopefully be better fathers down the road. You guys helped us as much as we helped you. As Nate said at the beginning, this is our first, inside time at this. We hear what you're saying, and honestly, we talked about at the end of every class, we never got to that. You know, we're still trying to figure it out, but you guys taught us what you guys need. You guys came in every day and didn't just sit there and fall asleep or be distracted. You guys came in and told us, here's what we need as guys in here. And we all came up with the answers. We all came up with the path. And I just can't say enough good things about you guys in the community. And for 12 weeks, we all came in here, and all of us together, and primarily you guys, changed that I to we and turned the illness into wellness. And if we can do that here, we can do that shit anywhere in the streets, anywhere out there. And every time I have to say something, I always challenge myself to throw in a line from the last song I heard before walking into it. The last song I heard walking in here was Bruce Springsteen's Out in the Streets. I want to see you guys out in the streets, and I want to smile with you guys out in the streets, and I want to help you guys out in the streets. So let's all do it. Did you want to say anything?
No.
Okay. Did you? Because you're never quiet. All right, and so what we're going to do, we have certificates for you guys. And hand them out. For the first group, we're going to call you up. Please come up. We'll shake your hand. If you want to say something about what you learned, how you might be different now, how you look at being a father different, where you are in this moment in time of being a dad, please take a minute or two and do so. If you just want to come up, get your certificate, shake our hand, totally cool. And then for those of you who said you're not cool being on camera, we'll turn the camera off after we're done the first group, and then we can get you guys your certificates, okay? Does that sound good to everybody? Yep. Apologize for the mix-up this morning, but again, we're all learning, we're all on the same team, and we figured out a solution to the problem. So thank you all for that.
So flexible with that too.
All right, ready?
I think so.
I'll hand you call.
Jared Bryan.
Oh, yes. See, this is my I have arrived. I have arrived. No, but I want to say, I can't believe you, Phil, try to get somebody else my credit, first of all.
Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. You knew it was me. You knew it was me. But no, it's things y'all helped me learn about myself and about my kids that I didn't know. So I want to appreciate y'all for that. Man, it's a lot I learned in this class, man. As far as being with y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all my dudes, I appreciate y'all letting me share with y'all what I learned and everything y'all helped me learn. So first and foremost, I want to be like, I was ready before I got up here. Now I'm nervous. But no, I learned that it's all type of ways you could deal with your kids, even from in here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all helped me learn that I could still parent from in here. And y'all helped me learn things I didn't know about my kids as far as their likes, they don't likes, you know what I'm saying, what they like doing with their life and all that. Y'all helped me learn so much about them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put things in my head that I didn't even think was possible. So with that, I say thank y'all and I appreciate y'all.
Travis Summerlip.
I just want to say thank you to Phil and Nate. You guys are awesome. No matter what walk of life we come from, the path of fatherhood is the same. And I think we've all been traveling it together. We've all learned from each other. We've all, appreciated each other. We took risks, We all took risks coming in here and opening ourselves up to this because it's a vulnerable state that we're in right now. When we walk outside this doorway, we're back into safety and security. And in here, we found our own group of safety and security. I think that's important for us, and I think it's important that we take that to our children and let that tree branch off and let it grow. So thank you guys for everything you guys have given me. I appreciate everything you guys have given me. It's a gift.
Micah Morrison.
Way to go, kid.
Bobby Miller Jr. Jason Mayberry.
I just want to say thank you to Phil and Nate for their time and giving us the opportunity to do so. But that's it. Thank you.
Courtney Holmes.
I just want to say thank you to Phil and Nate for just coming out to the class and teaching us. And like my fellow classmates said, man, I learned a lot about my kids that I didn't know. You know, it had me asking questions and trying to learn more. So I appreciate y'all guys for just teaching us that and showing us that. And I just hope y'all just keep the class going and keep educating us and helping us in each and every way possible. I appreciate y'all guys.
Derek Rothmeyer.
And another round of applause for Derek for being released when?
February 9th.
That's the earliest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Last but not least, my man, two-tone himself.
Thanks. Way to go, bud. Let's hear it.
I just wanted to say, like, again, to them, thanks for facilitating this because, like, even right now, just sitting there thinking, I realized that even though, I mean, as close as I am or got to with some of you guys, if somebody else came and tried to describe you to me or ask me about you, I'd be like, who so-and-so from this gang or that group or this color skin or the one with the dreads. But now I was thinking that's somebody's dad, man. You know what I'm saying? That's them people's dad, you know what I'm saying? They deserve the same respect anybody inside or outside get, and that makes me feel good. I know from being in here so long that stuff like this changes the culture of this place. And we know it's crazy in this place right now more than almost any other situation. So I'm just glad they're here and I'm glad we're here. And I'll see y'all dads later.
I apologize, I was not last. I made another mistake, as I am clearly want to do. But I want to present the final certificate on camera to Ryan Lidberg.
And how could I miss an opportunity to say hi to my kids? First of all, thanks, Phil. Thanks, Nate. You guys have been awesome. Our group, man, it's just so awesome to get feedback and hear what's going on in other men's lives and be able to talk about it in a comfortable environment. Thanks to Easter Seals for putting this group out and bringing it to us. Thanks to Rush City for letting it happen. We need more programming. Anybody wants to advocate for us to get more programs, we need it. Being a father is probably the most gratifying thing in life. I love my kids, and I'm really proud of them. This class has definitely contributed to my ability to be a father, and communicating with my son's mom. Thank you, I love you. You're awesome, you're such a good mom. And thank you to my mom for being in my oldest son's life. I'm really blessed to have great support for my kids. And yeah, to my kids, I love you to the moon and back.